Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. So I hope everybody had a great Christmas, spending time with family, not focusing too much on cryptocurrencies, unless you happen to catch my special, A Christmas Crypto Conspiracy. What do you guys think? Do you think it goes deeper than what we believe? Is it simply just a YouTube algorithm problem, or could it be something else? Right now, we've got XRP not doing too much on the daily, trading right now at 0.188, and we've got BTC, also not doing too much, trading at about 7,200. And going back to this YouTube ban, we've got NeuNer from CNBC, and he's even saying that this is a massive blow to the industry. YouTube deleting all crypto content is a massive blow to the industry. YouTube is the go-to place for educational videos and the first port of call for new people entering the ecosystem to learn the basics. As a community, we should challenge this formally. So NeuNer here sending out an informal call to action to rally the troops, get them to send messages to YouTube, tweet at them, send them emails, whatever it takes, in order to straighten this thing out. So we've got a number of channels, including Box Mining and Ivan on Tech, are switching their videos to private in an attempt to prevent all their content from being hit by a sudden purge. Despite the holiday season, YouTube says it's investigating the cryptocurrency smackdown to try to determine exactly what's going on. The video sharing giant hopes to have an update on the situation shortly. We also have XRP_Canada here, and he posted this here, noticing many crypto YouTube channels are having their videos and or channels deleted based on the striking system. What I've read up on this indicates that these YouTube channels may be breaking the law, potential violations of Security Acts S17B. This law requires influencers to properly disclose the compensation they have received for promoting securities. And thanks so much XRP_Canada for posting this. This could very well be the case, although it is inherently flawed because, first of all, cryptocurrencies aren't securities depending on which ones you are talking about. And second of all, nobody is getting compensated from, let's say, Ripple, or at least I'm not. There's the ad revenue from YouTube. That is the only money I receive. So there is no external compensation. And I'm not promoting any security. So again, this would be an inherently flawed argument, although it's quite possible. To anyone that thinks there's a conspiracy against crypto, it's safe to say that that's not the case, and it's because these channels are breaking the rules and laws and are in breach of acknowledgement of the rules. Also seeing some comparing this to 1984, which seems quite misleading to anyone quick to judge. Nobody seems to read the fine print when they agree to accept the terms by YouTube. Very interesting, although I'm not entirely sure if it's completely accurate. Nevertheless, thanks for bringing this my way, XRP_Canada. And so guys, just an update from my point of view on this. I did actually receive an email from YouTube. After I had questioned my strike and, after Modern Investors page got hit, I sent them another email, and this person has actually said, let's see if it removes automatically after 48 hours. Well, right now it's been 24 hours since I talked to them last. They didn't seem to think that there was an issue with my video, and so they thought that the strike would actually remove from my channel, or rather the warning would be removed from my channel within 48 hours. So let's see, I don't know. We're going to continue on here though. Binance allows buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and BNB via Visa card binding. And so this allowing customers to link their Visa card specifically directly to their Binance account. Binance will now allow users to bind their Visa cards to their accounts and purchase crypto using this card directly on Binance.com. To access this service, users can visit the Buy Crypto page, select an amount of Euro or GBP, click Next, and then click Add Cart to bind their Visa card. So of course, this only available in the European Economic Area, as stated here on this page, and also only available with Visa debit and credit cards. They say that they will be rolling out more options for more customers worldwide, including MasterCard integration, and of course, probably more countries will be coming online as well. So here's a list of some of the European countries that are able to do this as of now. I'm not going to read off the list, guys. I will link this article in the description if you want to read further. I saw this from the XRP Arcade. XRP gets listed on BitTalk and LongBit exchanges. So the past few days, there's been an increased activity from exchanges, especially around new listing and trading pairs. And guys, to me, this only means one thing, is that some of these exchanges are probably quite privy, or at least more privy than you and I, as to what the trend is looking like and how we're going to see crypto move within the next several months. And I think they're all getting prepared. They're listing XRP as that base pair for many different fiat currencies because they realize how efficient it will be for their infrastructure when trading occurs and when lots of users start logging on to trade cryptocurrencies. XRP is one of the fastest and therefore obviously one of the most efficient, at least, to trade through exchanges. So yesterday on the 24th of December, 2 more exchanges announced XRP listings. BitTalk, a cryptocurrency exchange based in Singapore, announced the addition of XRP and EOS on their trading platform. And LongBit has also added XRP with trading starting on December 26th today. So XRP USDT and XRP BTC pairs are now on LongBit, guys. And I just experienced this XRP thing firsthand yesterday. I asked my brother what he wanted for Christmas. I've been trying to get my brother into crypto, and he's in it. He has some BTC, he has some XRP, and he did say that he did want cryptocurrency for Christmas. He's only 20. Obviously got a head on his shoulders though. So I was gonna send him some BTC, some XRP, just to have a little bit of a diversity. So I went to try to send the XRP. So I sent the XRP first. That went through no problem, of course. Then I tried to send the Bitcoin, and for whatever reason, the Bitcoin transactions were failing. I tried it twice. I was just like, you know what? To heck with this. XRP all the way. I had to send him a text to that effect. He's like, yeah, no problem. That's cool with me. You know, he's pretty laid back. He's 20. So I sent him XRP as a Christmas gift. I think that was a smart move on his behalf for choosing that. And then I saw this, guys, from the Daily Hodl: perfecting instant XRP remittances is the key goal at payments giant MoneyGram's, says CEO Alexander Holmes. So another interview with Alexander Holmes, and here are some quotes. I think blockchain is an amazingly interesting technology. I think there are questions out there about what is the value of future cryptocurrencies in the space. We're using Ripple's cryptocurrency XRP as a medium of exchange to move from dollars to pesos, and XRP sits in the middle. Let me just go down here. When asked whether he believes other major payment players like Western Union will utilize RippleNet, Holmes said he can't speculate on specifics, but he believes Ripple's network of financial institutions will continue to grow. And this is the quote, okay? This is a quote from Alex Holmes. When you think about utilizing mobile technology and phones to access information and data, and financial information is critically important for everyone in the world, to be quite honest. And so I think others will participate. We are seeing other smaller money transfer players participating in RippleNet. So he's talking about the small players. Then he goes on, whether companies like Western Union decide to move in that direction or not is really up to them, but I can see this becoming a much bigger partnership from a variety of different firms. Obviously, he's not going to speculate on his competitor, and he says, quite frankly, it's up to them whether they choose to move into the future or not, saying it without kind of really saying it. Then he was asked about SWIFT. As for the great debate on whether emerging payment technologies can one day replace SWIFT, the massive payments messaging network with more than 10,000 institutions on board, Holmes says the industry leader is king for a reason and that there is plenty of room for competition. He says, I think replacing incumbents like SWIFT are large aspirations. I think any incumbent has a foothold in the market for a reason. Every bank is tied into SWIFT. Most major corporations are tied into SWIFT. And yet you continue to see new types of services come along to try to compete with them and drive differentiation in the marketplace. Whether you can ever displace or completely replace is always an interesting thought to ponder, but certainly securing larger and larger pieces of that pie is definitely not off the table. Guys, I want you to think back to Microsoft, and I want you to think back of the foothold they had in the 90s and the early 2000s. For those of you guys who are too young to remember this, I'm sorry you're too young to remember this, because this was actually a thing. Windows 95, anyone? Everybody was using Microsoft software. Nobody was using Apple. Nobody was using Macs. Those were the computers for like weirdos and crazy people. But Mac was actually better technology. Nevertheless, everybody got integrated on Windows, all corporates, all those people. And then we saw a shift. Apple reinvented themselves, and through the mid-2000s up until now, they just blasted off, and the rest is history. Now you're seeing even, in corporate settings, you're seeing Mac computers, people using Mac laptops, Mac desktops. Obviously, everybody's on iPhone. Remember, there was a point in time where even government officials, I think it was when Obama first got into the White House, government officials were all using BlackBerries. It was everybody using BlackBerry, BlackBerry, BlackBerry. And that's even starting to shift too now. BlackBerry was the phone for corporates, and then eventually we started seeing corporates using iPhone technology. And so guys, this is the same kind of thing. Swift is the incumbent, but that could change. There is definitely room for a bigger piece of the pie. It is definitely not off the table, says CEO of MoneyGram, Alex Holmes. And so I also got this from Bank XRP on Twitter, Banking of the Future, and this is a Forbes article originally tweeted out by Temenos, guys. And for those of you guys who do not know, there is a link between Temenos and Ripple, Banking of the Future. So this is an article they tweeted out from Forbes right before 2020, essentially talking about the future of fintech. Guys, I'm not going to read the whole article. I will link it in the description, of course, as I always do. But essentially, they're talking about the industry and how we're starting to see massive changes, and how in the 2020s, we are really going to start to see even more changes as time goes on. Banks are forced to rethink the way they do business. They're rethinking who they're hiring and the types of talents and skill sets they need in order to move into this next generation of payments. In the next decade, just going to go down here, in the next decade, we will be able to better apply artificial intelligence to process transactions in a frictionless and error-free manner, while predictive analytics will help banks better understand what our customers' wants and needs. Guys, frictionless, I think, is going to be a major buzzword for finance in the coming decade. The financial organizations that can harness these solutions in the next decade and use them to their advantage will succeed in separating themselves from their competition, increase efficiency, and offer solutions tailored for the ideal customer experience. So Temenos tweeting this out, we know Ripple technology is on the forefront of revolution within the financial sector. Anyways, that's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.